Muy buenos días. Que tengan todos un hermoso inicio de fin de semana. Vamos a empezar con la meditación de hoy, en la cual les propongo que pongamos nuestra atención y trabajemos un aspecto muy importante en nuestra evolución, que es el aspecto del gurú. Es el aspecto que Sri Mataji nos permite alcanzar a través del trabajo interior, a través de establecer en nosotros las cualidades del gurú, que son la paciencia para afrontarnos, la disciplina para poder encarar nuestra evolución, la entrega para poder comprendernos y comprender hacia dónde vamos y entregarnos a ese camino. Entonces vamos todos juntos a elevar nuestra energía Kundalini con toda nuestra atención. Y a darnos los 7 bandas de protección. Vamos a pedirle con todo nuestro corazón a Sri Mataji que por favor guíe nuestra meditación. Sri Mataji, por favor, permítenos alcanzar el estado más profundo en esta meditación. Vamos a llevar las 2 manos hacia la Madre Tierra. Con toda humildad, le vamos a agradecer por este nuevo día. Y le vamos a pedir que por favor disuelva todos nuestros pensamientos, nuestras preocupaciones. Que nos permita sentir su profundidad en nuestro interior. Vamos a decir todos juntos el mantra Sri Adi Bhumi Devi. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adi Bhumi Devi Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Vamos a dejar la mano derecha sobre la Madre Tierra y a pedirle a Sri Ganesha que por favor limpie nuestro sistema sutil. Que por favor permita a nuestra energía Kundalini ascender y darnos el estado más elevado en esta meditación. Sri Ganesha, por favor, Disuelve cualquier obstáculo en nuestro interior que nos impida alcanzar la profundidad, el silencio, la conciencia sin pensamiento. Sri Ganesha Mantra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Matashi Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Con la mano derecha aún en la madre tierra vamos a llevar la atención al canal izquierdo. Como sabemos, el Moladhara es el inicio de nuestro canal izquierdo. Vamos a pedirle otra vez a Sri Ganesha que por favor disuelva cualquier obstáculo que se encuentre en nuestro canal izquierdo y que nos impida ser uno con nuestro espíritu. Establece, por favor, el puro deseo en nuestro interior. El puro deseo de alcanzar nuestro espíritu. Sri Mahakali Vairava. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahakali Vairava Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Matashi Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Ahora cambiamos y llevamos nuestra atención al canal derecho. Cambiamos la mano de posición. Y con toda nuestra atención en el canal derecho, le vamos a pedir a nuestra energía Kundalini, Madre, por favor, disuelve en el éter todos los excesos, todos los bloqueos de nuestro canal derecho. Disuelve, por favor, nuestro ego, que nos da ideas de que somos superiores a los demás. Sri Maha Saraswati Hanumana. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Maha Saraswati Hanumana Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Matashi Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Vamos a elevar con nuestra mano derecha varias veces con nuestra energía Kundalini por nuestro canal central, tratando de sentir su ascenso por nuestro interior, pidiéndole con nuestro puro deseo: Madre, por favor, sube por nuestro canal central. Ilumina, por favor, nuestro sistema sutil. Sri Gauri Kundalini Mata. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Gauri Kundalini Mata Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mata Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Vamos a elevar nuestra atención al vacío. Vamos a dar unos bandans alrededor del ombligo a la medida del vacío, con nuestra mano derecha, con toda nuestra atención en este aspecto tan importante en nuestro interior. Vamos a pedirle con nuestro corazón a Sri Mataji: Madre, por favor, disuelve cualquier negatividad de nuestro interior que nos impida ser nuestros propios maestros, nuestros propios gurús, nuestros propios guías. Tratemos de enfocar nuestra atención en ese aspecto tan importante para nosotros, que Sri Mataji nos enseña a alcanzar. Sri Mataji es nuestra maestra, nuestro gurú, pero desea tanto nuestra evolución que nos ha permitido transformarnos a nosotros mismos en nuestros propios maestros. Como una madre desea que sus hijos evolucionen. El maestro primordial es Sri Adiguru Dattatreya, que fue la primera personificación del principio del guru en el mundo de los dioses. Dattatreya era un brahman y un santo que vivió junto a su vaca, Surabi, que era la personificación de la Adi Shakti. Sri Mataji precisó que había morado en Inglaterra a las orillas del río Támesis, que representan al Tamoguna, o cualidad de la inercia, y del canal izquierdo, del puro deseo. Después de haber dado los principios del Dharma, tuvo que encarnarse como Adi Guru, o maestro primordial, en 10 distintas civilizaciones, para entregar los mandamientos a los hombres. Vamos a decir todos juntos el mantra Sri Adi Guru Dattatreya, y a continuación vamos a decir los mantras en su aspecto corto de las 10 encarnaciones de Sri Adi Guru Dattatreya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Adi Guru Dattatreya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Matashi Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Ahora los mantras cortos, empezando por Raja Yanaka. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Raja Yanaka Namo Namaha. Shri Abraham. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Abraham Namo Namaha. Shri Moisés. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Moisés Namo Namaha. Shri Zaratustra. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Zaratustra Namo Namaha. Shri Confucio. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Confucio Namo Namaha. Shri Lao Tse. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Lao Tse Namo Namaha. Shri Sócrates. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Sócrates Namo Namaha. Shri Mahoma. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahoma Namo Namaha. Shri Guru Nanak. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Guru Nanak Namo Namaha. Shri Sirdi Sainath. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Sirdi Sainath Namo Namaha. Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Matashi Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Rendimos homenaje al principio del Guru, que es conformado por la inocencia de los tres dioses, Brahma, Vishnu y Shiva. Es el Dios supremo y se puede alcanzar gracias a Sri Mataji. Vamos a llevar la atención a nuestro corazón. Desde lo más profundo de nuestro corazón, agradecerle a Sri Mataji por permitirnos esta transformación tan grande para toda la humanidad. Gracias, Madre, por permitirnos alcanzar y transformarnos en nuestro espíritu. Te pedimos con humildad que por favor residas en nuestros corazones. Permítenos sentir tu presencia en nuestros corazones. Sri Shiva Parvati. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Shiva Parvati Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Hicimos toda la atención al Sahasrara Chakra. Madre, por favor, ven a nuestra meditación. Llévanos hacia la conciencia sin pensamiento. Vamos a dejar toda nuestra atención en este chakra y a sentir nuestro silencio durante unos minutos. Sentir esa conexión con Sri Mataji a través de la conciencia sin pensamiento. Vamos ahora con la misma atención a disfrutar de una charla de Srimataji, donde nos va a hablar sobre los aspectos del gurú.
Know how your mother feels to see so many people who have become really gurus themselves. They have been seeking the truth. In a very difficult times, they have been wanting to know what is the truth. And this difficult time itself has served to act upon your minds that what is happening in this world, whatever we are seeing around us, in the whole world also, there's something definitely very wrong, and we have to go beyond. In the seeking, one thing is very important, that the person should have a great devotion about it. And also untold miseries you have to go through. Seeking is when within yourself also you are struggling, and outside also you find nothing satisfactory. This is how the seeking has a double edge. In that seeking, when you are trying to get to the truth, it seems it's a very difficult thing. But you can't help it, because you are not satisfied with what exists around you. See, the world today is filled of strife. All kinds of strifes are there. People are fighting for nothing at all, for land, killing human beings. Land, can it create human beings? They are fighting in a very collective manner, thinking they are doing very great service to humanity. The thinking today of human beings is not at all deep, it's very superficial. And that's how you find this world full of turmoil. Every day, every minute you can find. They are killing so many human beings. This is their torturing in a very large scale. Formerly, of course, the saints were all tortured. Tortured by all kinds of different stupid ideas, I should say, of something being higher, something being lower, something being good, something being bad. Under such ideas, they combined together and worked out all kind of aggression all over the world, all over. Not only that, but also in the families, in the institutions, in the organization, thinking that they were very right, they were very good, and they tried to aggress other personality. So many people thought it's better to fight it back. And they started fighting it out collectively. It doesn't work out. This fighting doesn't work out because fighting begets nothing but murders, killing. Thus many people were killed. Buddha talked to people of non-resistance, and there's history about it. That in one of the great universities in Bihar, when the aggressive people came in, they killed all the saints in the name of aggression. And they all died. Maybe that might have achieved on a very subtler level some sort of punyas. But in this Kali Yuga, it is not going to work out. What is the resistance you can put in against such people? How can you fight them? It's an impossible situation to convince anybody that they are aggressive and they are nowhere near the truth. Because nobody wants to accept such a thing. And so whatever they are trying all over the world to convince others of their follies are completely failing. And thus this struggle, this war, mongering cannot be cured. We have to accept that human beings are not at that level to understand what's wrong with them. They do not want to accept. To them, aggression is the only way they can propound their own goodness. So what is the solution? Solution is that we should give all of them self-realization. They should get their self-realization. Then only things will improve. Now, you might say that Mother, in those days of strife and struggle and fighting, it will work out. Circumstances will tell them. Life will be so difficult with all the time weapons hanging on their heads, that they'll have to also seek the truth. It has to be done very genuinely. If they are seeking the truth, they'll be surprised that this world is one. All human beings are one. And that is the destiny of human beings. But for that, so many are to be killed. So many are to be destroyed because they don't learn lesson in an easy way. Now your job is to give them self-realization and change the people. That's the real thing you have to do as gurus. But what are we doing? We come to Sahaja Yoga with what idea? We are working only on the periphery. Firstly, we are worried about ourselves. How we can prosper, how can we become better off. Also there is greed. We do not see ourselves if we are aggressive, if we are trying to trouble others, if we have wrong idea about ourselves, how we torture others. So first of all, you have to cleanse yourself and accept your own problems, your own misgivings. These are to be faced and challenge yourself. What are you doing? You are a Sahaja. How can you hate someone? How can you trouble someone? How can you torture someone? This is the beginning of introspection. It's very important. I can make out a person who meditates in the real sense of the word and the one who just meditates. You should not deceive yourself. If you are deceiving yourself, then how can you become a guru? For becoming a guru, you have to first of all be very honest within yourself and find out what are you doing, what are you up to, what have you done. We have 6 enemies, as I have told you. And we justify all these enemies. We think it is all right. After all, I did this because of this. I had to do it. Somebody would say I was poor, so I had to be dishonest. Another would say that I had to tell lies. Another would say that I had to be immoral. This is the biggest thing human beings have, is justification. Animals don't have. They have their fixed ideas. They have their fixed nature. But human beings can do all kinds of wrong things and can justify it. This justification doesn't help you in your ascent. I did this because of that. It never helps you. One should try to introspect and see for yourself what is the justification. So when you start supporting yourself in doing all kinds of opposite things, how can you rise? How can you ascend? All the time you are trying to descend. So purification within is only possible if you can see yourself clearly. If you can't see, how will you purify? If I can't see in the mirror, how will you see what's wrong with my face? So when you start seeing the truth and comparing yourself with that, then only you can clear out yourself. But the identification should be with the truth. For example, you see in the mirror your face and you find something wrong. You are not identified with that wrong, but you are identified with your own face. And so you clear it out, cleanse it out. In the same way, if you are identified with yourself, you cannot get rid of it. When you are climbing ahead into the new path of righteousness, of goodness, of compassion and love, you should see yourself, watch yourself. What are you doing? Where are you going? How far you are stooping? You should not cheat yourself. Let others cheat you. Let others do whatever they like. Let others try to kill you, but don't you kill yourself. You don't cheat yourself. So you have your self-respect and you have your self-honor, which you value more than anybody else. And you don't yield to anything that will spoil your image in the mirror. This is the first step is of introspection. Now what helps for this introspection is your sense of love. Can you love a person who is distressful, one who is aggressive, one who is hot-tempered, one who cheats you? Can you love such a person? You cannot. Then, how can you love yourself when you have these qualities? When you do this to yourself? So the first thing is the pure love for yourself. Pure love. It's such a great thing to have pure love. Like you may like to have a very nice bed to sleep. You may like to have a very beautiful house. You may like to have all the wealth of the world. But all this, will it make you love yourself? If you love yourself, you don't want anything. Because you enjoy yourself. To enjoy yourself is the greatest enjoyment. So now you have got self-realization. Means you know what you are. You know what beautiful thing you are. When that is so, you should try to love yourself. And when you start loving yourself, you are not bothered about all nonsensical things. Now this pure love is one of the most beautiful things you have, which you can do to yourself. When you are selfish, you are not loving yourself. When you are unkind, you are not loving yourself. When you are aggressive, you are not loving yourself. Because you are loving all these bad things. But yourself is pure. It's absolutely pure and beautiful.
Gracias, Mataji, por permitirnos alcanzar este bello estado del Guru, por enseñarnos a ir hacia Él, por guiarnos en ese camino. Concédenos, por favor, la paciencia para poder avanzar cada día un poquito más. La disciplina para poder vernos, enfrentarnos y cambiar esos aspectos. Y la entrega para poder seguirte. Para poder impregnarnos de esas cualidades que tú tan amorosamente nos has enseñado. Jai Shri Mataji. Podemos elevar todos juntos nuestra energía Kundalini con toda la atención en ese movimiento, agradeciéndole a nuestra energía Kundalini por su presencia. Y damos los 7 bandhas de protección con la atención en cada chakra. Jai Shri Mataji. Muchas gracias a todos por su presencia. Que tengan un hermoso fin de semana a todos y todas. Gracias Isabel, gracias Miguel por su apoyo. Que tengan un bendecido día.
Lo mismo para todos ustedes. Muchas gracias.
Gracias, buenos días.